Welcome to Just Wing It with Blake and Jamie. How are you? Hi, Paprika. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you. I hope you're feeling good.
Here we go. Are you there,
Oh,
Jamie?
yep.
Can you hear me?
Hi. Yep. Hi, Blake. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you.
Yeah, good. It's been 2 weeks. So you had a good 2 weeks off, I guess.
Yeah. uh,
uh, yeah, glad we're all back on the same regular schedule.
yes. Hi, Ken. Thanks for coming in.
How was your week? Did you have a better one?
Oh my gosh. So, yesterday, or not yesterday, Monday, my granddaughter was riding a hoverboard, Bentley's hoverboard, fell back and hit her head on the concrete. So she was taken by ambulance all the way to Atlanta, which was like over an hour away. It was like an hour and a
Goodness.
half away to Children's Hospital. And because she started getting like very lethargic and sleepy and like projectile vomiting. And so they took her to Atlanta. And
Oh, goodness.
so, yeah. So luckily everything was okay. She's just got to take it easy for the next couple days. And
Little concussion.
yeah, oh my gosh, it scared the crap out of me. And I'm like all the way here in Albany, and ugh. So that was the
Goodness.
start of my week. And then
Well, at least she's okay.
yeah, yeah. And
A
then
little
this
fall
morning,
makes some character.
yeah, and then this morning we had someone pass away. I mean, it wasn't it- they were sick, but they passed away this morning. So
Well,
yeah.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Yeah, so it's been a rough couple days.
That's terrible. I'm really sorry, Jamie. I didn't even know. If you
Yeah, it's all
you
right.
should have told me.
Crap happens, right?
Well, you know, uh, I I I had a pretty good week not last week, but the week before. Um, we had that weekend we had gotten to go to Clovis and see my aunt and everything.
Oh,
Uh,
good.
my aunt, my grandmother. It'd been a really long time since I had been there, over a year since I had been there, so it was really nice to see everybody and come back to the the hometown. I brought Natalie and showed her everything. She got to see where I'm from.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah. Oh, but
So any
nothing extra real special. Been a regular couple days just working, mostly getting back into a regular mowing schedule with most of my customers, and I've got to go track them all down and find out if I still got them, if not, what I got to do, all that good stuff. So,
busy,
uh,
busy.
yeah, it's about to get busy in the next couple months, and starting to save and plan the wedding. Good Lord, heaven help the fool.
And when's the date again?
We haven't picked an exact date. We're gonna try and work with the venue to see what works best. But we want to do September, sometime within the first couple weeks of September.
Ah, awesome. Hi, Lissa. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah. Hey, Alyssa, how are you? What's up for dinner? What'd you eat?
I had my leftover from my lunch from the physician lounge, some chicken, macaroni and cheese, and stuff. Yeah, I think that's what. Yeah, because now I'm in the physician's lounge, so I get to
Did you
take
just
it.
say all you had is mac and cheese?
And chicken.
Oh, I didn't hear chicken. Okay, I was like, what kind of meal is that?
I get good food now that I get to go to the physician lounge. So
Man. Oh goodness.
it's better than eating canned soup or something.
My wife brought me a Jimmy John's sandwich that I
Aw,
intend to eat here in a little while.
that's awesome. What did everyone? Oh, Ken had chicken patty sandwiches and Arby's fries. Yum.
Ooh, Arby's makes really good fries. They really
Yeah, he deep fried them. Like,
Oh, okay. Word. Did you get them in a bag or what?
yeah, I think so. I think he got them in the bag.
You know how many McDonald's I've gone to and tried to just buy a bag of fries? They will not sell them to you, man. They
No,
will not do it. And
I
it's
don't
just
think they're allowed. I think that would be against code, the health code or something.
I don't know, but we used to be able to sell bags of batter, biscuit batter, at Church's Chicken.
Oh,
So,
really?
yeah,
Mm.
if McDonald's would just sell me a bag of French fries, like that would make my wife so happy. I wouldn't even have to worry about it anymore. I would just, man, I gotta, we gotta heist McDonald's front just for their fries. Here's a
Ken says
hundred
you,
bucks.
Ken says you can get the Arby's fries at Walmart.
I don't care if it's not for sale. I'm taking it. Here's $100.
Well, okay, then if Walmart can sell Arby's fries, they need to figure out a way to get the McDonald's fries then for
Thank
Blake.
you. Right? You know what I'm saying? Arby's was able to commercialize and sell their stuff at stores. Pretty soon, that's all they're gonna do. They'll run out of money. I hate that. Did you know that the shelf life for most restaurants is only about 60 years?
Really?
Yeah, that's really sad, isn't it?
Well, hasn't McDonald's and Burger King and all that been more than 60 years?
McDonald's is going on, I believe they started in
The
the
50s or something, right?
40s, the
Oh, 40s.
40s, yeah, somewhere in the 40s. You might be right. It might be the 50s, but I mean that's still where you're talking. That's only 70 years. They're not a very old company. I
Uh,
mean, but
yeah.
McDonald's is so commercialized. It is one of the biggest companies in the world. I don't ever see McDonald's going out of
Mm,
business
no.
ever.
And I did a video on Burger King because when I was in Illinois, I in Mattoon there was the original Burger King, and I did a story on video on that, and I think that Burger King was in the 60s, and I'm sure McDonald's was way before Burger King.
Mm.
You can
I
get steak.
mean, yeah, give or
You can
take.
Ken says you can get Steak and Shake fries at Walmart too. Hey,
No
I do like
kidding.
shake. I do like Steak and Shake fries. I do
We
like
have a
them.
Steak and Shake here well, it's in between Midland and Odessa, and they got really good fries. That's what they're known for, though. They're
Mm,
known for having good French fries.
well, that and their shakes, I think.
Their shakes are mid, honestly. Like
Yeah.
their fries are, man, they
Mm,
are knocked down good.
no, but back in the day, people loved their shakes. But I think like now that all these other places are coming out and things
Hmm.
have progressed, I think they're not as n-
It
known for
probably used
that
to be
either.
real milk. I mean, real like ingredients too, and now
Yeah,
it's probably all powder and whatnot.
yeah. Ken, you're so mean and tall curbs. Oh my God, shut up.
Well,
So
he's not wrong.
I went to a Steak and Shake drive through, and like the way they're like like the cement is where it goes around or
Uh-huh.
whatever to go
It's
through it.
all weird. It's
Yeah. So and
like
I'm
super
sure.
tight too.
Yeah, and I'm short, and I have a hard time seeing like the very far right edge of my car,
Uh-huh.
and because I'm short, and so I didn't see the curb, and I hit it, and it blew, and
Oh
I was
no.
in I was in my GTO, so it already sits low, and it blew out my tire, but also ruined like the chassis and some of the
Oh,
door and everything else. $6,000 worth of damage. Yes,
wow.
yeah, it was 5,800,
Did
whatever,
you learn
close
your
to 600.
lesson?
Yeah, I mean,
Don't go
what
through those.
lesson?
Don't go through
Yeah,
those.
yeah. That's so. Every time people see a Steak and Shake, they have to go, "Watch out for those curves, mom." It's like, really? Thanks. Oh, okay. So GFO, welcome. Thank you. Walmart has been around since 1962. McDonald's is 1940, so you were right on that. And Burger King is 1954, and Steak and Shake since 1934. Wow. I would
Wow.
not have guessed Steak and Shake that.
Me
Wow.
neither. Absolutely not.
I would have
I
put them like way after everything else.
right, right. I so there's a really good movie. It's called The Founder. It's about McDonald's. If you haven't seen it, it's got Michael Keaton, the Beetlejuice guy, in it, and he plays the head. It is the story of how McDonald's was built, and it's such a corrupted business all the way from its beginning. Like it started wholesome and it was heartful, but I mean, just the story is so amazing, and you, he was the main CEO of it, the founder, Ray
Yeah.
Kroc, but he wasn't the real founder. It was the two brothers out of San Bernardino, California, called the McDonald brothers.
Oh wow. Go
Ca-
inside. Yeah. Shut up, Ken. You're so mean. Hi, Prince. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you. Ken says, "Yeah, the Steak and Shake is the clear leader there." Yeah, I would not. Wow. Yeah,
You're
they
making me
must have.
hungry. Oh my
Hey, you
god.
got your Jimmy Johns.
I know, but it's bad etiquette to eat on camera.
um, Foods That Built America on the History Channel has an episode on McDonald and Burger King war. Yes.
Have
Well,
you seen
in
Super Size Me?
no,
There's a
I didn't see that
documentary
one.
that I watched whenever I was in school. It's very old and outdated now, but to it still rings true today. It's called Super Size Me, and it's this guy who goes on a diet of only McDonald's food for 30 days, and you see his body like he does a breakfast, lunch, and dinner of McDonald's only McDonald's, and
Wow.
he, and his weight, his mood, everything about his like it's a really good documentary. You should watch it.
Oh, Paprika saw it. Gifo says, I didn't know that the guy who actually founded McDonald's was actually last name was McDonald's. Hmm.
Yeah, and it's not one guy, it's two brothers. They were brothers.
Oh,
The
yep.
the
He says the two brothers were Richard or Rick McDonald and Maurice or Mac McDonald, who
Mac
founded the
McDonald.
fast food.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe that's where it's the Big Mac.
Maybe. Maybe so. I mean, it has to do something with it, but originally their cheeseburger was like the original burger was the two cheeseburger meal that you can get now.
Yeah.
The single one that was originally what was the burger that they made.
Ah,
You know what? Can we make The Founder the movie for next week? It's the story of McDonald's. I would really love that. It is really a rewatchable movie. I can't believe you haven't seen it yet.
no. Hi, Sharon. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it.
Well, that's gonna be my vote. I'm gonna save it for the end, but yeah,
Oh,
The
okay.
Founder should be our movie next week.
Well, think about it, chat, what you want to watch for next week. But it is getting close to the St. Patrick's Day. We might want to think about saving that one and do a St. Patrick's Day video. But you
Hmm.
guys think about it.
What St. Patty's movie would you like? I don't know one.
I don't know. But let's at least, if you remember everybody, I know it's probably going to be hard for me to remember, but we did Naked Gun. It's been about 2 weeks since I've watched the movie. So
Yeah,
let's see.
that's our movie this week. So,
So
eh,
let's try to remember it. But I give it a 4 out of 4. What do you guys with Leslie?
really?
What is it? I mean, it was a little bit cheesy, but it was funny, and I think it was the start of those movies.
Oh, absolutely. This is so the
Oh, I'm
Naked
so
Gun.
sorry, Sharon. I hope you feel better. I'll be thinking of you. Oh, I'm sorry. What, Blake?
No, no, no. Go ahead. No, I didn't. I was looking at the comments to see what she said.
Oh, did you guys know some bars have leprechaun tosses? Shut up, Ken. You're so mean to me.
Heck yeah.
um,
We
G-Fo,
could put her we could put Jamie on the list.
at the bar that my brother manages, he kept because my brother's really short too. He's like, "Come on, Jamie, let's do the leprechaun tosses." I'm like, "Shut up." Chiefo, well, Blake got something green to wear and like look like he's wearing green right now. Yep, he's got the green on.
There's my
But
leprechaun on my wall every day. Lucky the leprechaun.
uh,
It's St. Patrick's Day for me every day.
yeah. And Sharon, I hope you didn't have influenza A. Influenza A is really it's really hard this year, and it's really like weeks. It's taken weeks for people to recover from that.
Yeah, sorry about that. I hope you get better soon. But
But Ken says straight out of the gate, this movie has gut belching laughs every 2 minutes. Yeah, it was so funny, and that's why
that's
I think I give it
go
a
ahead.
4. I think
That's
I
the
give it a
reason that
4.
I give it a 3, okay? These the now not to say that the jokes aren't funny. It's that they come so fast and so in between. It's hard to keep a train of thought with the dialogue. You know what I mean? Or like a sense of what's going on in the movie. It just seems like it's all over the place the whole time. You're getting thrown too many zingers at one time, but that's okay. This movie wasn't intended to be perfect. That's the point.
Yeah,
It was supposed to be sloppy, funny, carefree. This is genuinely like the last little bit of the coke-driven 80s.
well,
Like
and it remind. I mean, I don't know what movies came first, but the Pink Panther movie with Steve Martin. I know that was a
mhm.
remake, but I don't know if the Pink Panther movies came
Well,
first or whatever. But that's kind of like how it was.
before this, the comedy movies would be something that you would get off of SNL characters or the National Lampoons, stuff like that. That those were movies like National Lampoons, Caddyshack, things like that. Those were movies that before its time would be considered a spoofy movie that didn't have much of a point. They were just there to entertain you.
Yeah,
And like and it's almost blatant. I mean, you've got O.J. Simpson in this. This is before all of this stuff, obviously. But the I mean, come on. At this time, you've got he's one of the best cameos to have in a movie.
yeah. Ken
I mean,
said
it's super funny.
that's true. The jokes bust up the plot. Yeah. I mean, now
Yeah,
that
that's the
Blake
only
said that,
problem.
yeah,
That's the
yeah,
only problem. That's the reason that I give it a 3. That you just don't understand. I mean, it goes from he's trying to figure out who did this to his friend, and then watching the movie, I don't even remember when he figured it out. Next thing I know, he's got to protect the queen, and then out of nowhere it's at a baseball game, and like it was way too much to try and keep train of. So I tried to take my ADHD mind to backtrack and just try to enjoy it being a funny movie. And it is. It's funny.
yeah,
It's carefree, but that's why I give it a 3. If it had followed the plot a little bit more, a little bit stronger, got to the point, it would have been
yeah.
more funny.
Oh, I bet it was rough, Sharon. Oh, I'm so glad you're feeling better. Um, but I did love the part where there's like, now we don't want another episode of the whatever park scene or whatever, and he goes, well, when I see 5 people dressed in togas, you gotta, I forget the exact what he said, and they're like, they were in a play. Well, they were blah blah blah. Or I forget what he said, and they're like, it was a Julius Caesar play, and they were the best actors. It's like, well
Mine
done.
was I like the scene whenever he was in the driver's ed car and the girl like she's backing up out of the spot and the guy he's honking at her cursed at her and the instructor's like, all right, Stephanie, stick your arm out the window.
Yes.
Extend your middle finger.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was probably my favorite part of the whole movie. The dude's like, oh my God, he drives through like 3 times. He dies basically, and then finally he drives into a fireworks stand or a shop facility thing. Oh gosh, that movie is
or,
just
or
so
or the part where like the guy fell off the building and then got smashed
splat.
by the rolling thing, and then the guy goes, and then they start walking over him, and the guy's like, oh, that's so sad. That's how I think it was a dad died or something like that. And he just like kind of looked at him like, what, the exact same way or whatever.
When
And Ken,
he's in the hospital bed.
yeah, and they go,
And he goes, no, heroin. That's a pretty heavy ask. You're gonna have to give me a couple days on that.
yeah, yeah. Ken says the player was going to kill the queen and he was going to redeem himself. Yeah.
I'm breaking the cardinal sin. I can't let this sandwich stare at me anymore. So shout out Jimmy John's. Thank you for dinner.
T- Too bad it wasn't sponsored, huh?
Mm. I now if they sponsor us, I'm eating as many as I can in the next hour.
Oh my goodness. I'm still liking this Barks root beer cream orange soda.
Mm.
It is
Mm.
so good.
I like orange soda. It's pretty good.
It tastes like a creamsicle, like or a dreamsicle or
Mm.
whatever it is. The
Yeah.
orange dreamsicles, that's what it tastes like. It's so good.
Mm. That does sound good. I need to get a drink. I'll be back.
Okay.
Keep everybody entertained.
I will try. So what does everybody else rate the movie that seen Naked Gun? And what was your favorite scene, if you've seen it? No, I don't think I have, Sharon. The orange cream soda Coke.
As always, Dr. Pepper, come on. We need the sponsorship. That crispy. Oh,
Ken says a 5 because it was too funny. Wow, he gives
5.
it. Oh, Ken gives it above a 4. Wow.
I'm sorry, Ken. I mean, I'm just not there with you. It was not that good. I just I liked other movies that he played in. Like he was your spoof guy. He was in all of the scary movies. He was in this movie that made fun of like the Spider-Man and the superhero movies. It was called Superhero Movie. He is your cardinal funny guy, spoofy guy.
Yeah, I haven't seen that movie, The Naked Gun, in a long time until this last couple of weeks
What
for
is
the
his
podcast.
name? Leslie.
Nielsen? Is it Nielsen?
Yes, Leslie Nielsen. That's it. And this is what he does. He makes these funny movies like this. That's what he's known for.
Yeah, he is an actor that is easy to typecast. But didn't he die shortly after these movies?
Mm-mm. No,
No? Hmm.
I believe he's still alive even.
Really? Because that was a
Yeah,
long time ago video movies and he was older then.
but he was in that movie, superhero movie that came out in
Oh,
like 2007,
oh.
and
I
that
did not know
that
that.
that had Drake Bell from Drake and Josh in it.
Oh. A
Let me
lot of
find out.
Leslie Nielsen movies do are funny. Yes, they are funny, G-Ful. And I think it's because of like what Ken says, it's easy to typecast. So they put him in that type of movie.
Right. That's just it's detrimental for a actor's career to be stuck to a certain movie like that.
He might have been in those airplane movies.
I think he was. I'm pretty sure he was in.
Oh,
I mean, that's what he did.
Ken said he died in 2010.
Okay. So so it was right after that superhero movie that he died.
Wow, that's too bad. But they're trying to make those type of movies, like I said, like Pink Panther with um Steve Martin. Like it was almost what it was like almost exactly the same plot. And he's so um klutzy or whatever, but he ends up um accidentally finding the bad guys through his
Yeah,
klutziness.
pretty much. And gosh, the way he butchered the national anthem.
Yeah. He's like,
For the brave land of the people and the home for rent is free.
Yeah. Kansas slapstick comedy is making a comeback. Yes, it is. I think.
They're supposed to be making a Scary Movie 6,
Oh my
and I'm
gosh,
excited for that.
how many of those can they make though? The first one was
As
funny,
long
but
as they
come on.
as long as they keep making other movies, they'll be able to make more content to make fun of.
Yes, The Jerk. That was a funny movie too with Steve Martin. Because that was the
I
one.
love
I think
Steve
that.
Martin. My
Oh,
favorite with him is uh Cheaper by the Dozen. That series, and probably
I
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
that and I loved Three Amigos.
Oh,
Hi,
that was
Dee.
pretty
Thanks for
good.
coming in. But um, my brother's name is Steve Martin, so he's got his name, so I gotta like it.
I'll do it.
Yeah. What's funny? My dad's name is Dean Martin, and when he was growing up, everybody's like, "No, this isn't your name," and he'd always get like people comment about his name. But my brother, who has Steve Martin, has never really gotten that. So
Really?
isn't that yeah, like they don't, oh yeah, okay, Steve Martin, haha, or whatever. They never do that to my brother, but they always did that to my dad.
That's weird.
Like there was times where like he would write the check Dean Martin, they're like, okay, aha, this is, and then he would have to like show his driver's license, like, yeah, that's my name. My brother hasn't gotten any of that though, which is
That's
weird.
weird.
Yeah,
That is
I
weird.
don't know. You'd think
Oh,
that
another person in this movie. Shout out to Reggie Jackson.
which which one was he?
Reggie Jackson was at the end. He was the one that was going to kill the queen.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Reggie Jackson. He's a Hall of Fame baseball
Yeah,
player.
yeah. Yeah, and then I like the part two at the end is like, oh, wrong era. No, because Steve Martin is still popular, Ken. So
Yeah,
that's why I'm surprised. I mean, Dean Martin
he's
is
not
dead,
as
and my
popular.
yeah, well, but Dean Martin's been dead, and my dad still got that.
Yeah.
So, and he still does once in a while, but not as much lately. But at the end, when he's like talking to the girl and wants to propose, and she's like, "I wanted to wait until we were alone," and and they're on the jumbotron. Oh, not for his age in school. Well, yeah, that's true, Ken. But yeah, you're right, Sharon. He's popular for us, but not to the youngsters. Yeah, so that's probably how he gets away from it with it. Not-
Probably. They but these guys are grandfathered. I mean, this is just what we know them for. They've
Mhm,
been in a million things before this.
mhm,
Theater at some place here and there. Oh, I got a
yeah.
question. In that scene, whenever they're staking out the room right before he lights it all on fire and everything, um, what were they sitting in the car eating that made their lips all red? And it was like a bunch of them out
I
the window.
I don't know. I was like looking. Was it like? I thought maybe it was like some type of popcorn or
It wasn't,
something, but
but it made their lips all pink and I don't
yeah,
know.
and then but it looked like it was a shell. So
Yeah, I don't know what it looked like they were eating pink peanuts or like a walnut or something. I don't know.
that is so neat, Sharon. Dean Martin is from the town I live in. We have Dean Martin Days, and there's a huge mural on our Kroger. Oh my goodness,
Wow.
I'm gonna have to someday go see that then, just because it has my dad's name on it.
That's your dad's name.
Yeah. Be like, hey, Dad. Hopefully before. I mean, he's. I want to do stuff with him because he's getting older, and
Hmm.
as parents get older, you never know how much longer you have with them. So, but
I think
he's
about that a
not.
lot with my mom.
But he doesn't really want to. Oh, occasion pistachio. Ken's thinking maybe they were, and that makes sense because you have
But
to
they weren't
peel.
hot. They looked sweet. They looked like they were really enjoying those things.
Well, maybe they really like hot stuff. Make their face on fire. I can't stand. I can't do hot stuff because I don't like my mouth on fire. Ken likes sweating and turning red and you know fire
That's
coming
the
from
part
his head.
about eating hot stuff that I don't like. I just want it like I don't want it to linger hot. I want it to be hot while I'm eating it, and then once I've eaten it, I want it to stop.
Yes, Sharon. If I'm ever in Ohio, I will definitely um try to um see you.
Mm.
And you know what sucks? Before I started my channel, when I worked at Stewart, I had to go to Ohio a couple times. I flew into Cleveland, and then I had to drive to what was the Stewart Hospital's name? I think it was like Rum Rumblet. Oh my gosh, I can't think of the name now. Trumbull. Was it Trumbull? Trumbull something? I don't know. It was somewhere in Ohio, but I flew into Cleveland, but I had to drive like an hour to the hospital. I forget exactly what it was. I think it was Trumbull. And I wish, because Stewart had some locations where um some of my subscribers are like near, and that's when I was traveling. And it's like, man, I wish I was there and had my channel then, and I could have like met some
So,
people when I was there.
does your channel get suggested to people that you're nearby?
I don't. No, I think it just depends on my algorithm and what people watch is where the
I see.
algorithm does. Yes, I do want to. One day I will get into an Ohio hospital again and come there. Right now I'm in Albany. My next potential assignment that I'm looking at um that's available. See, the bad thing is these hospitals don't want to pay for the quality person. They want to wait until they fill it as a permanent person because where interims are really expensive. So they don't like to do it. So they don't come open. Even though there's 6,000 hospitals in the U.S., they don't come open all that
Wow.
much. And so
There's really
anyway,
that many?
yeah, in the U.S., 6,000 hospitals. But the one I'm looking at is, and I actually have an interview tomorrow, is in Oregon, and it's in Medford, Oregon, so it's close to Crater Lake. So
How
it
many are in
should be a.
Texas? Do you know?
Well, I don't know about how many
Are
are in
these are
each
these
state.
hospitals that are funded governmentally, or are these private hospitals?
Both private and
There's
non for
really only
profit.
6,000?
Yeah, and a lot of them are shutting down because they're not doing so well. So then they shut down. A lot of them have, especially Stewart hospitals, the one I used to work at. They and I did a video on that of how corrupt they were and everything. And
Really?
um, unfortunately, they're shutting down hospitals too because nobody
Wow.
bought them up, which
That
is
is so
sad.
crazy. I can't
Well, it's
well, leave it to someone like if you can do something about it, you should, you know? Like leave it to it'll come to light, you know, eventually, whatever it is. And then whenever you're talking about people that are sick and it's just it matters so much more because of the situation that the business is. I think you're dealing with
KSB
lives
did
and stuff.
KSB did not shut down, Alyssa. It couldn't have. I don't think
What's
it did. I think
KSB?
that was a hospital I worked at when I was in Illinois near our house. I don't. There's no way that hospital shut down. I think they got bought out. I think they're OSF now. I think or something, but I
Oh,
don't think they. I don't think they're. I don't think they shut down, Alyssa. I'll have to Google that now. I'm curious because that will actually be kind of funny because that was the hospital that the CNO bullied me and was awful, and it was like
mm.
one of the worst jobs of my life. And she was awful. She bullied me. It was the worst year and a half that I had to
You were
deal
there
with.
for a year and a half? Oh
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Woo-wee.
dealing with the CNO bullying me. Um, Ken says it doesn't look like there are many St. Patrick's Day movies, but somehow they throw Departed in there. Don't know how, but an awesome movie. Yeah,
The
that is
Departed
not
is a
any.
good movie, but
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with St. Patrick's Day.
I don't see anything. I mean,
There's got to be like, like Lucky. Well, look for like Irish movies then, because that's Luck
there's
of
a
the
Disney
Irish.
movie. There's literally a movie from my childhood, and it's the only thing that I can think of that's like that. It's called The Luck of the Irish. It's a movie that was on Disney Channel, and it would come on sometimes, and you got to watch it. I don't know if anybody's seen it, but
Oh,
yeah,
thank you,
it's
thank you, Sharon. I appreciate that. I think she was just more threatened by me, and I'm like, I don't want your job, and but when people feel insecure in their job and they're threatened, they, I guess, bully. But she was just a bully to a lot of people, not just me, though. I know Disney made some movies with leprechauns. Yes.
yeah,
Oh,
it's called The Luck of the Irish. That's the
oh,
movie.
they are bought out, I guess. Well, hopefully they clean some house then and get rid of that CNO. I intentionally bypassed that one, Blake.
That's the only one I can think of.
Well, there's what about leap year? Oh wait, that's leap year. But she goes to Ireland. I know
That
it's
doesn't count.
February. Well, I mean, yeah, that's true. Yeah, because that's
I
leap year.
don't
That's
know.
February. Okay, there's got to be another. Yes, definitely, Sharon. Me too.
We could ponder on it all night, or we could pick the founder. The founder is good. I'm telling you, it's so
Okay,
good.
what does the chat say? We'll go with this. And while the
I
chat's talking, you bring up the IMBB. That was
but he
number
did.
2
I
out of
have it.
30
I have
something.
it. But
Okay, go ahead.
I wanted. I honestly no. If Ken is suggesting we do The Departed, I mean that's a good movie. I like that movie. As far
And
as I as a St.
okay,
Patrick's Day movie.
I'll leave it up to the chat. Let's do the IMBB. What do you guys want to watch while he's doing the IMBB?
Okay. 1988. It's an hour and 25. Short movie.
It did seem really short.
Wasn't long at all.
Not
A
like Gone with
return.
the Wind.
Uh,
Go ahead.
yeah, that was a long one. A return of many gags from the television series Police Squad. Uh, an airplane type spoof. This time with the incompetent Lieutenant Frank Durbin, who always gets his man. Visual gags come thick and fast. It's impossible to catch them all with one viewing. The plot: Elizabeth II of England is coming to town and Vincent Ludwig has plans to assassinate her using a brainwashed baseball player. It's a why. I don't even know how anybody can think of something like that as a story plot. It's
Hi,
just so
Francesca. Thanks for coming
specific.
in. Appreciate you.
Oh, I clicked on Reggie Jackson's name, not the trying to go to the trivia page.
Yeah, and I watched so many Irish movies like on Hallmark. Like, or we could do something like Just My Luck with Lindsay Lohan. It's not an Irish movie, but it's about luck.
Several years later, Queen Elizabeth II attended a Oakland A's versus Baltimore Orioles game in Baltimore and met both teams in their respective dugouts. Reggie Jackson, then an Oakland A's coach, was the first person in the receiving line in the Oakland's dugout. Some news channels showed gag footage from this movie of the Queen's impersonator throwing out the first pitch. Leslie Nielsen met the real Queen II in 2005. That's cool.
Alyssa says, yes, Just My Luck. What about everybody else?
That's fine with me. Just my
Just
luck.
My Luck?
I don't never heard of it.
It's with Lindsay Lohan. I don't really like her, but the movie
Yeah,
was
sure.
good.
If it's a
Oh,
rewatchable.
um, am I talking about the Irish man? Um, I don't know, Francesca. Oh, it's a Netflix movie. Is that a well, yeah, that's got to be St. Pat, like Irish. It's got to be luck, right? So, do you guys want to watch Irishman or Just My Luck? Okay, go ahead, Blake. Sorry.
No, it's the release date was December 2nd, 1988. It had a $12 million budget, and it grossed it almost made its money back opening weekend. It made 9 million, and it grossed 78 million. So
Wow. And back
yeah,
then, that's actually pretty good. And for how much it grossed.
yeah, made a lot of money. It's pretty good.
Awesome. So,
And
Irishman, Departed, or Just My Luck?
um, uh, y'all go ahead and vote. What did she say?
Ken, what did you? Oh, Francesca says Departed.
Lily
Okay.
said
Well, it looks.
Departed.
And Carter
Francesca
said,
said
okay.
Departed.
All right. It's Departed. It is, you guys. I don't know how that's really an Irish or
It's in
St. Patrick's Day
Boston.
movie, but yep. Okay.
It's
All right.
definitely that's like the for St. Patty's Day, Boston, they spread the water green and
So does
the
Chicago.
come on, that Boston is Celtics. Boston is Irish. Like
Oh, well, maybe that's it. All right. Anyways, Departed it is for next week. All right. The riddle of the night is a
and
weekend.
oh sorry,
Oh, go ahead.
Francesca, yes, she is talking about the Irishman.
I
Oh,
was.
well maybe that or whoa, oh, that's an old one. It's just showing me that's weird. The camera, like whenever it pops up a new comment, well,
No,
it's frozen on Francesca's comment like
no,
five
that's
of
because
them ago.
I clicked on it. So it goes
Oh,
up.
oh,
That's why.
okay.
Okay,
Oh,
so the riddle of the night is I weaken all men for hours each day. I show you strange visions while you are away. I take you by night, by day take you back. None suffer to have me, but do from my lack. What am I?
sleep.
Oh my gosh, how did you know that?
These are
How'd you get
easy.
that quick?
Yeah,
No, that was too good. Oh my goodness, that was too good.
sleep. That was easy.
Oh my goodness. Well, do you have any last words for the chat?
Thank you guys for coming in. Appreciate y'all. Show up
And
next week for The Departed.
yes, and Ken, do you have the quote? And he has the quote, and it's from Benjamin Franklin. It's easier to prevent bad habits than to break them. So true.
Yes.
Thank you for that quote. And remember, you guys, thank you for staying engaged. I appreciate it. It really helps us out. Um, and remember, you're all beautiful inside and out. And don't let anyone make you think differently. And you guys have a great night. And you
Bye.
too, Sharon. I feel better. Bye.